Are you tired of spending hundreds of dollars at the NBA store because the jerseys are just so expensive? Well, go to the jerseyplug.shop, use my code BADGE at checkout for a discount, and look at all these throwback jerseys. They got throwback shorts and everything, man. Make sure to go check them out. Link is in the description. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today I said in the last video that it was the most news on NBA 2K21 we've gotten, and that was true, but today that was beaten. We've got so much news today, so make sure you guys watch the whole video or you're gonna be left out. Now look, I'm plugging you guys in with all the 2K21 news, so if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't gotta follow like 30 different people. I got all the news for you right here. Now, in case you guys have already seen it, I waited about an hour for Mike Wang to stop tweeting because this man has tweeted a million times today about NBA 2K21. Now, right before we get into the video, I did not expect to post another one today, so I'm gonna continue the NBA 2K21 giveaway into today, and once this video gets 10,000 likes, because I know it's gonna do really good, I'm going to pick the winner. Drop a like on the video and comment down below what type of build you're gonna make in NBA 2K21. So let's get straight into the news. If you guys don't know who Mike Wang is, or Baluba, aka Baluba, he is the gameplay director for NBA 2K in general. Every single year he makes the big choices on what happens in the gameplay. So let's just get straight into it because we have so much. You guys are going to be hearing my mouse a lot. He said this going to apply for next gen too, I hope. He said everything in the blog applies to next gen, but there's a lot more to talk about as well. So everything in yesterday's video was for next gen. So I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, there's gonna be a lot of people when 2K21 comes out and they're gonna be calling 2K liars and stuff. Now, I'm not saying, you know, what they say is actually gonna be in the game, but from the information they dropped, a lot of people is gonna be thinking that's in the game for the current gen, when he just said all that from yesterday is about the next gen game. So it's also confusing because everything he says about the game, we're not gonna know which one it's for unless he clarifies which one. So let's get into the next one, man. There's so much today, guys. He said, how much of a boost is taken away if we revert back to shooting with square in NBA 2K21 instead of using pro stick? He said you can still use the button and be very successful. The pro stick just has a wider skill gap. Some will do better with it in comparison, but some will shoot a ton of air balls. My advice is to try both and see what fits you better. So guys, we have figured out that 2K is going in the direction this year of aiming your shot and aiming your layup and timing all that correctly. We're going to get into it in just a minute, but it's a lot. And you can take the option off, so that's good, but he does recommend you try it. So let's get into the next one. I'm going to be saying that a million times today. You guys are going to be hearing my mouse going crazy, but I got you. He said the jump shot creator isn't gated behind a workout anymore. It's available off rip, man. Can I get a like on the video right now, even if you guys don't want 2K21, because that is amazing. You can make a build and get the jump shot creator right away. You don't gotta do all that garbage that you have to do for the last 3 years. Anyway, we have by default you won't see green lights when playing against a computer, but you can set the shot feedback setting to all shots if you want to see them like in 2K20. So that's for you my career heads and, you know, whatever, my GM, all that type of stuff. But I would say most of you guys here are park players. Let me know in the comment section down below what your main game mode is. So anyway, this dude said, is there an option on the right stick to change it to the way of 20? And Mike Wang said yes. So you don't got to time the shot. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have to time it. You don't have to aim it in a certain way. You can go straight back to 2K20 settings and you'll be just fine. So the key to making layups with the pro stick this year equals, instead of holding the stick to the left or right, hold it in the direction you want for a brief moment, then quickly rotate it towards 12 o'clock to find the ideal aim point. And this dude said, so it's like a Street Fighter fireball motion up starting left to right. He said similar. Yeah, so that's insane. I mean, I'm gonna try it. Of course I'm gonna try it, but I do not think right now that I'm gonna be using that aim and stuff and all that. It just sounds like too much. Even if it does give you a big boost, I feel like just, you know, playing the game and focusing on that, you know, focusing on playing the game instead of focusing on aiming it and timing it right and all that, you're probably going to play it a bit better, or I would say most of the people. So we'll see when the game comes out, but I don't know about it right now. He said, is Team Pro-Am going to be on green or miss sliders? He said Team Pro-Am will use competitive sliders. So for those of you that play Pro-Am, it's going to be harder for you in every single aspect. Like, it's going to be harder to hit shots and all that is what he's saying. Now, guys, remember, I'm telling you what Mike Wang is saying. If it doesn't happen when the game comes out, I can't, I'm not at fault for that. I'm just a messenger, okay? So we have a lot, guys. We have a lot, okay? Make sure to hit that subscribe button because this is a lot of news. Anyway, this dude said, can we turn off meter and shoot with right stick and still have boost, or you can only do one? He said you can turn off the meter and shoot with the right stick, but it will be timing based like 20. So I also had that question. I'm like, okay, you can take off the meter and get a boost. We learned that yesterday, but what about the aiming and stuff? You're going to get a double boost, and he just clarified that you're not going to be able to, because that would probably be extremely overpowered. You'd probably be having glass cleaners hitting threes with a 33-pointer just like this year in 2K21. Anyway, we have so much, it's insane. How about you use the square button? He said shot button will pretty similar to 2K21, though a lot of retuning has been done. So I have no clue what that means. I don't know what would be different with shooting with just the button and how they would even do that, but I am curious to see what is going to happen with that. So guys, we have so much. It's insane. I'm going to be out of breath all video. Wait, Mike, you said 6'8" in my career will be able to bring them back to the park. He said yes. So just in case you guys were thinking, you could only make a 6'8" point guard, because we learned that yesterday it was 6'7" this year. Now you can make a 6'8" point guard. Just in case you were thinking, you couldn't bring it to the park, you can make a 6'8" point guard and bring it to the park. Now, I don't know about that. We're gonna see what they do with those builds, if they make them slow or anything. He said straight trash, blah 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 about the aiming, and Mike Wang said you can turn it off, but you should try it first. It'll make you a better finisher if you can adjust. This was about layups, and we're gonna get into that in just a second. So you're gonna have to time layups and all that stuff if you have the setting on. This guy said, I hope I get a response. Been 5 years with no response. Is there going to be a difference between a 99 3 ball and a 70? Because there isn't one this year, unless you really don't know how to shoot, which, a lot of people don't, but that's fine. And you guys seen in my video yesterday, you can go back and watch it. I was hitting threes with a 34 three-pointer consistently. Anyway, he said there's a pretty significant difference. Take your average three-point field goal as a 70 and add about 20%. Now, right here, Mike Wang, if you're watching the video, I like Mike Wang. I think he's a good guy. I think he has good intentions. But last year with 2K20, he said that you had to be a sharpshooter to shoot efficiently and all that. And it didn't happen, okay? It just didn't happen. Maybe he, I don't know. Maybe they were just focused on 2K21. I have no idea. But that's not what happened this year. We're going to get into it in a second. He said he would probably tune it and stuff if it is like that. He said, yo, Baluba, will there be a way to turn off the right stick shoot option? Yes, you will be able to turn that off. So, guys, if I do repeat myself, I'm just taking all the news that we did get. I think we did already go over that. But I'm sure there's going to be people skipping through the video. I don't know why, because we have so much and you're going to miss out. But anyway, how about dunking with the Pro Stick? How would that work? Dunking is the same as 2K20. So, for those of you that are new, all I do to dunk, hold the right stick directly down every single time. Every time. Nothing changes. Right stick down every time. That's exactly what I'm going to do this year. Anyway, we have a big one right here. Laker fan, great YouTuber, he said, I'm sure you can hold X for wide open passes and be fine, but also keep in mind pro players are pro players because they are good. I think being good at layups semi-contested should be a skill just like shooting is. He said exactly what I was going for here, creating a skill gap for slashers. If you can master pro stick layups, you'll have a much better chance finishing at the rim contested and through contact. So slashers, guys, we know that it doesn't have a big skill gap at all this year. You run down, you hit X, or you hold the stick, whatever, and it happens. But this year, there's going to be a bit of a difference in the skill gap, it seems like. You're not just going to have dudes that are so bad at the game and they would be trash on any other build beating you just because they have a slashing build and you don't know how to defend it or don't have a build to defend it. So another one right here. So you think it should be this way for wide open layups, fast breaks too. I don't agree. It's a layup, not a jump shot. He said, I've gone back and forth on this, but settled on wide open. You can basically ignore timing and aiming and still hit. I think that is very good. I think you guys should be able to shoot a wide open layup and not have to, time it. But he said basically, I don't know about the word basically, guys. If you are wide open and you're an NBA player, you should be hitting the layup. I don't care what the circumstance is. I mean, there is no circumstance. You're wide open. You should not be missing that shot. So hopefully it is not just basically in all the way. So this dude said, will builds with only defense be able to shoot? Mike Wang said, if you don't put anything into your shooting attributes, it will be a struggle. And Laker fan, a very good YouTuber, said, as in none into your pie chart, because keep in mind there's a very large difference from 2K19, 2K20 pure locks who have no 3-point touch on their upgrades and those who maxed out the allocated ratings for their pure lock or pure red build. So then he adds to his own reply and says, to further clarify, I don't think even the 53-point locks should be near consistent shooters, but I was just unsure if you were referencing that we already know that 33 3-point is extremely hard to hit, but that 51 is not, or if 51 will struggle as well. He said, the goal is for you to have to be at least in the mid to high 70s to be a decent threat. If people are consistently hitting as a 51, I'll make a hot fix. And Mike Wang, you better come through this year, man, because you know, okay, look, I'm gonna offend some people here, that's because they are the people I'm talking about. No one else is gonna be offended. You should not be able to consistently shoot in this game with extremely low 3-point builds. Drop a like if you agree with me, okay, because there's gonna be some people upset. And the reason why it's very easy is because if you make a build, say a pure locks can shoot just fine this year if you know how to shoot in the game, then that makes it to where there's no reason to make another build. There's no reason to do that. It opens up your game so much. You're already getting 90s in defense, 99, and you don't even, you know, have any disadvantages. I mean, even being a pure lock, you get more athleticism and stuff, so they're good dunkers and all that too. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that, guys, because we still have so much, but I would like to go into that in another video. This dude said, will quick draw still be out the next gen? He said, yes, it's gone forever. So no more quick draw. It is gone, folks. Gone. Not in the game anymore. Now we have another question for Mike Wang. It is, did you say time the meter in the direction? He said, when you shoot with the pro stick, the meter only shows the ideal aiming point which you use to target. You don't see timing, so you have to know your release as if the shot meter was off. That's, I don't know how that's going to be. This is a big one though, a big one we have. So my players don't transfer from current gen to next gen, and Mike said the next gen my player builds, badges, and takeovers aren't the same as current gen, so the saves aren't compatible. That's insane. If you guys don't think that's crazy, you're not a 2K fan, okay? They're literally saying, just like Ronnie said, completely different game on the next gen. So it's gonna be a big year for 2K, man. Will they deliver? I don't know. Anyway, we have C Baluba. I like what I was seeing on the blog, but so you seriously gonna keep Intimidator in the game? He said, I don't think it's a bad badge, it just needed some adjustments. So Intimidator is probably gonna make it into NBA 2K21. I mean, it really did sound like that's what he meant. All right, so now we have which one gets a bigger boost. Meter using pro stick to shoot or meter off and shooting? He said pro stick. So using that aiming thing or whatever the hell it is, guys, you are going to get a bigger boost than having the shot meter off. Now, I want to know, I want to figure out how much that boost is. We need to get that answer out of Mike Wang, man, guys. Ask him on Twitter because he hasn't answered me this year. He answered me last year and in 2K18, but so far this year, I mean, I've only sent a few, but he hasn't answered me yet. So, guys, tell him to answer me too, by the way, when you send him the tweet. Anyway, is Intimidator broken? We're still where the center is we're, I don't even know what this dude is saying, guys. It's messing me up. We're by me, but he's still around, so you miss open layups. He said that's been tuned back. So exactly what I said yesterday is not going to be in NBA 2K21 because he said it's fixed. So hopefully you don't miss layups this year just because someone's standing there and has Intimidator. This dude said, please punish the bad jump shots contest like you did in NBA 2K14, Xbox 360. And there's a lot of 3-point fouls in NBA in real life too. Please make sure to add some skill and variations to shot contest. I swear, there's no way someone actually just said that. It's like 2K tells people to send Mike Wang a message because he wants to say something about the game. Anyway, he said there are more jump shooting fouls when you make contact with the shooter on bad/late contest this year. Now, that's a big thing. Don't think I'm playing it off as not a big thing. We're going to see how that is. I feel like that might be really bad for the game, but we will see. It just depends on how 2K implemented it into the game. So this dude said, will current gen and next gen have the same dribbling mechanics? And Mike said the major components will be identical, but there are differences, which I'll talk about later. So guys, we have made it to the end of the news, man. If you want some more news, make sure to hit that subscribe button, enter in the 2K21 giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away NBA 2K21, the $100 edition. I'm sure I'm gonna do more once the next gen comes out also, because I know a lot of people aren't gonna have enough money to buy it. So guys, enter in that. Like the video. Once it gets to 10,000, I will pick a winner. Comment down below. I already told you guys in the beginning, you know what time it is, man. But anyway, guys, it's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. I told you I don't waste no one's time. We went straight through all that news. And I'm out. Peace.